In the annals of Indian history, the year 1885 marked a significant milestone. It was in this year that the Indian National Congress, a pivotal political organization, was formed under the initiative of a retired British civil servant named A.O. Hume. The founding fathers of this organization were noteworthy figures in their own right, including luminaries like Dadabhai Naoroji and Dinshaw Wacha. The Congress was initially intended to serve as a platform for voicing moderate political demands and promoting political education among Indians. Their demands were simple, yet significant. They sought greater involvement in the governance of their own land, a voice in the policies that affected their lives, and a fair representation in the administrative machinery. This was a time when India was under colonial rule, and the Congress served as a beacon of hope for the masses, a voice that echoed their aspirations and grievances. Thus, the Indian National Congress was born, a political organization that would play a crucial role in India's freedom struggle. The early years of the Congress were marked by moderate leadership and annual sessions. This period was characterized by the establishment of the Indian National Congress as a platform for political dialogue and the emergence of its first leaders. The inaugural session of the Congress was held in Bombay in December 1885, with Vomish Chunder Banerjee, a prominent barrister and public figure, serving as the first president. Banerjee played a crucial role in shaping the Congress's early vision and establishing its moderate political stance. Following Banerjee's tenure, the Congress presidency was held by several other notable figures, each bringing their unique perspectives to the table. Among these were Dadabhai Naoroji, often referred to as the Grand Old Man of India, and Badruddin Tyabji, the first Muslim president of the Congress. Naoroji was an unwavering advocate for self-governance and economic independence, while Tyabji championed communal harmony and inclusivity. These early sessions were platforms for intellectual discourse and political dialogue, with key resolutions and discussions focusing on India's economic, social, and political issues. The Congress, during this phase, aimed to achieve constitutional reforms through peaceful and constitutional means. It sought to promote unity among Indians, safeguard civil rights, and foster economic development. The moderate leaders believed in the policy of prayer, petition, and protest. They systematically petitioned the British government, highlighting the grievances of the Indian people and protesting against unjust laws and policies. Their approach was cautious yet firm as they strived to build a strong foundation for the Congress. These early years were instrumental in shaping the Congress's ideology and political strategy. Though their pace may have been slow and their methods peaceful, these early leaders planted the seeds of political awakening among the masses. Their efforts set the stage for future leaders and more radical approaches to the freedom struggle. The moderate phase of the Congress laid the groundwork for a more aggressive stance in the coming years. It was a time of evolution, where the Congress transformed from a forum for educated elites into a mass movement that would lead India to independence. As the 20th century dawned, a new breed of leaders emerged within the Congress. This was an era marked by extremism and revolution as the Indian National Congress began to evolve under the leadership of stalwarts like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Lala Lajpat Rai, and Bipin Chandra Pal. Tilak, fondly remembered as the father of Indian unrest, was a man of the masses. He popularized the slogan, "Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it," igniting a spark of nationalism among the masses. Lala Lajpat Rai, known as the Lion of Punjab, championed the cause of Swadeshi, urging Indians to boycott British goods and promote indigenous industries. Bipin Chandrapal, the father of revolutionary thoughts, advocated for passive resistance and civil disobedience as tools against British rule. During this period, key sessions of the Congress mirrored this shift towards a more radical approach. The Calcutta session of 1906 was a turning point with the adoption of the goal of Swaraj or self-rule. A year later, at the Surat session, the ideological differences between the moderates and the extremists came to a head, resulting in a split. The moderates, advocating for constitutional reforms and cooperation with the British, found themselves at odds with the extremists, who sought nothing less than complete independence. This era of extremism was not without its challenges. The British government responded with repressive measures, imprisoning many Congress leaders. Yet, the spirit of revolution that these leaders ignited could not be quelled. The common people of India, previously passive spectators, were now actively participating in the freedom struggle. While this phase of extremism was short-lived, its impact was profound. It marked a departure from the earlier moderate phase of the Congress and set the stage for the upcoming Gandhian era. The demand for Swaraj became the rallying cry for millions of Indians, uniting them in their struggle for freedom. This phase of extremism, though short-lived, had a profound impact on the Congress's trajectory. The arrival of Mahatma Gandhi on the political scene marked a new chapter in the history of the Congress. This quiet, unassuming figure, armed with a walking stick and the power of his convictions, would go on to shape the destiny of a nation. Gandhi's leadership was unique, a blend of spiritual and political principles. His philosophy of satyagraha, or truth force, became the bedrock of the Congress's strategies. This non-violent resistance movement, guided by the principles of truth and non-violence, starkly contrasted the violent upheavals of the previous era. One of the most crucial events of this era was the non-cooperation movement. Initiated by Gandhi in 1920, it was a mass protest against the British Raj. The movement was a resounding call for Swaraj, or self-rule, and it saw a groundswell of support from people across the length and breadth of India. During this era, the Congress also saw some significant presidents. Jawaharlal Nehru, a close associate of Gandhi, served as the president of the Indian National Congress multiple times. He was a visionary, a statesman, and a key architect of modern India. Another noteworthy president was Subhash Chandra Bose. Known for his fiery oratory and indomitable spirit, Bose was a radical leader who believed in the power of armed struggle for freedom. His famous call to arms, "Give me blood and I shall give you freedom," still echoes in the hearts of Indians. These leaders, along with countless others, guided the Congress through a period of intense struggle and immense change. They fought for freedom, not just from colonial rule, but also for social and economic justice. Their actions and their sacrifices laid the foundation for an independent India. The Congress, under Gandhi's leadership, underwent a transformation. It evolved from an elitist organization to a mass movement, reaching out to the common people, championing their causes, and becoming their voice. Under Gandhi's leadership, the Congress played an instrumental role in securing India's independence. It was a long, hard-fought journey, but the end result was a free and democratic India, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Indian people and the enduring legacy of the Indian National Congress. Post-independence, the Congress transformed from a liberation movement into a ruling party. Let's delve into the post-independence era, a time of significant transformation for the Indian National Congress. This era saw the Congress transition from a freedom movement into a full-fledged political party that would shape the contours of modern India. The first Prime Minister of independent India, Jawaharlal Nehru, was a Congress stalwart. His daughter, Indira Gandhi, took over the reins of the party in 1966. Under her leadership, the Congress underwent several changes, including the infamous split in 1969 that led to the formation of two factions, the Congress O and the Congress I, the latter being led by Indira herself. Indira Gandhi's tenure was marked by significant events like the emergency, the Green Revolution, and the liberation of Bangladesh. Her charismatic leadership style, coupled with her populist measures, made her a dominant figure in Indian politics. After the tragic assassination of Indira Gandhi in 1984, her son, Rajiv Gandhi, became the youngest Indian Prime Minister at the age of 40. His tenure was marked by the introduction of computers and the expansion of telecommunications in India, paving the way for the IT revolution. Post Rajiv Gandhi's untimely death, his wife, Sonia Gandhi, reluctantly entered politics. Under her leadership, the Congress saw 2 consecutive terms in power from 2004 to 2014. Most recently, the baton of the Congress presidency was passed to Sonia's son, Rahul Gandhi. Despite facing challenges, his focus on youth and women's empowerment and his commitment to a more inclusive India have set a new direction for the party. Today, the Indian National Congress continues to play a significant role in the democratic fabric of India, reflecting the diverse and pluralistic nature of the nation. It has evolved and adapted to the changing times while upholding the values and principles that it was founded on. Thus, from a humble beginning in 1885, the Indian National Congress has had a long and eventful journey. From its inception in 1885 to the present day, the Indian National Congress has been at the forefront of India's political landscape. Born out of the necessity for a unified political voice, the Congress began as a moderate body, primarily focusing on constitutional reforms and civil rights. As the 20th century dawned, it saw an extremist phase, with leaders advocating for radical changes and self-rule. Then came the Gandhian Era, a period marked by non-violent resistance and the triumphant struggle for independence. In the post-independence era, the Congress evolved, grappling with the challenges of governing a diverse and complex nation. It witnessed many ups and downs, successes and failures, leaders rising and falling, but its essence remained: a party deeply rooted in the tapestry of India's history and its aspirations. The journey of the Indian National Congress is, in many ways, a reflection of the journey of India itself.